Hey, what is up guys, Guitar Rock here, welcome back to the Tower of Fantasy video. Alright, if you guys are not aware, they recently added a new 8-man raids which you can access right here in the usual menu. So it's going to be right here in the challenge, right? So the raid is divided into 3 sections. As you can see, I've done my mid-level control room. You can also do the Phantasmic Zenith, but this will unlock at level 66. Let me turn off my face cam because it's blocking. Recommended rating is 42,000. This one is going to be way higher, way harder as well. And then there's also going to be the Shattered Realm requirement. The level requirement is level 70. Recommended rating is 48,000. As you can see, this is an 8-man raid, so you are going to need like at least 7 other players including yourself, right? So let's talk about what's the general strategy right here. Now, if you guys are not aware, this is something that you do every single week, so it's definitely a weekly thing. You gotta do this once a week. Hopefully you guys watch this video and remind yourself to do it before the week ends. So it's gonna reset at 5 every Monday. The reward attempts of single instances will be reset to 1, while the one for all instances will be reset to 3. Also right now, as you can see, we only have access to normal raid right now, right? This is normal and this is normal. In the future we're gonna have access to the hard requirements, and it will be shared between the normal and hard difficulty. So yeah, definitely something that you have to do every single week. The rewards are just too good to pass on. First up, rewards pretty damn amazing. Alright, if you don't do this, you're missing out a lot. You can straight up buy any of these yellow gears straight up from the Crystal Dust store. You are getting 1200 for beating at least this particular one, the Apple Fist, which I just did earlier today, right? So for level 60 and stuff. Now I can't show you the other 2 yet because I haven't unlocked it yet, but in the future, hopefully once I've both of these unlocked, I'll try to make a guide for it. So let's talk about the Apple Fist one. Before that, to make an 8-man party raid, you can just access it right here. Go and create a team, and under this particular one, now you can select raid. Now raid allows you to choose you can choose lower level limit and upper level limit, and this is cool because now you can form party using this 8-man system, right? You can straight up invite anyone from your crew or your friends, etc, which is really cool, right? So it allows you to have a 8-man party as opposed to a regular 4-man party. And I noticed that a lot of players are starting to use this more and more in their world. Alright, so you can see they invite other people to basically come and fight portals or come and beat bosses and stuff. So this is something that I believe most players are going to start using this going forward, and it's going to be a little bit unfortunate because some randoms might join in assuming that it's a party raid, but it's not, because it's just the only 8-man raid currently going on. So I feel like the game, hopefully they add something similar to this that gives 8-man for just a free target one, where you can do anything, just fight bosses, etc, so that people don't just randomly join your group hoping for raids. Now, so far, my experience may differ compared to some of your guys' experience when doing this raid. I had a ton of fun playing it for sure. Now, definitely if you are playing with randoms, you are going to have a much more difficult time because there's going to be, based on what I noticed, mechanically the boss is not that hard. Alright, so it's right now you're fighting the Scarlet Apple Fist, which is basically like Apple Fist. Everything, the movement, the movesets, the attack animation is going to be quite similar. Now, unfortunately, in the raid area, you are not allowed to use jetpack. So jetpack is completely disabled, similar to like Bygone Phantasm. So the best relic that you can use and that can bring with you is going to be the Omnium hand cannon. This is the pillar one. It's going to like basically just straight bring up a pillar for you to hopefully prevent from getting hit by this guy. As you can see later on, me and my crew, a bunch of us just brought in this pillar. This has to be one of your relic for sure, to basically give you the ease of mind. Alright, you don't want like to rely too much, especially again, like I said, if you play with randoms, you don't want to like rely on other random to basically bring this in. Whenever you see the boss starts charging up with that fireball thing, just set it up accordingly. Now, do keep in mind that if you're hiding behind the pillar and if the boss is aiming straight at your pillar, you are still going to receive damage. It's just that the damage is not going to be that high. Alright, so the damage that you receive is going to be slightly reduced, I believe. It doesn't like completely negate it whatsoever. That's what I've noticed so far, testing it based on standing behind a pillar and still receiving a little bit of damage. The idea here is hopefully it does not one-shot you. Now you can also perhaps bring the Quant in. I'm not entirely sure if this relic is going to help you survive. I doubt this relic will be able to help you survive a direct hit from the boss. Now, one more advice I can give you guys is also using Nemesis Bubble. Alright, if you guys are not aware, Nemesis has this ability where she can significantly slow down the enemy. If you play PvP a lot, you know this is very annoying. But if you don't, basically the trick is to press dash, but you don't want to hold a direction. So if you hold a direction when you dash and do this, that will happen, right? But if you do not hold any directional button, you just dash and use this, you can see this is the bubble. So this bubble slows any enemies that move within, and it's gonna give you that huge potential for you to be able to avoid the boss easily. Now if you have Nemesis, regardless it's a 0 star, 1 star, 3 star or whatever, this is going to be a big help for sure, right? So make sure you guys take advantage of this. I think Nemesis is a very good support to be able to debuff the boss, reduce the boss's movement speed or attack speed in that manner. So definitely I think something that's going to be quite key in trying to beat any bosses or any raids in the future as well. Now like I mentioned earlier, the Scarlet Apophis is not mechanically hard, it's more just a time constraint, right? So you do have about 1 hour to beat the boss, which is insane, alright? That's a lot of time. And you ideally can do it with less than 8 players for sure, right? You want to do it with 2 men? Sure, you can do this with 2 players. If you don't die, get one-shotted, pretty sure it's doable. It's just that the damage is going to be lacking. And you're going to take very, very long to be able to beat the boss. So I don't see why you would want to do it with less players. It's better to just, go in 8 men, beat it as fast as you can, get the rewards, and go ahead, do your dailies and other things, right? Alright, GG. What's the rewards? Oh, 1,002? That's a lot. You can buy one gold equipment. 1,002? Is this daily? No way. And